Alright guys, it's finally arrived. I'm gonna let Liam unwrap it. We'll do a little unboxing and we'll see how it looks. Alright, go ahead and open it up, dude.
I have to be careful.
No, just rip the plastic open. It might not fit exactly, but
Jeffy. No.
We'll do what we gotta do to make them work, right?
Yeah. A kind boy?
Oh, and I was talking to Trevor about the SYX. We might be building our own rear swing arm for it for a better shock and maybe new front forks eventually, so we can just kind of make the bike just a little bigger. A little better suspension setup too. Alright, pull that plastic off.
Get it wet.
We want to thank the FedEx guy for dropping it off.
It's already open.
Awesome.
Open that. Onto it.
Oh, be careful. Cool.
You have to be careful with this part. Yeah.
Well, they're not too big. Alright, it is kind of big, so. I wonder if it has the brakes pads in there.
Right here. No, it's not.
Cool.
It's not.
This is obviously the rear brake. This is the front brake. Oh, it even comes with a new lever. Dang, that thing's huge. Alright, yeah guys, we'll catch up with you guys later. We're gonna check these things out.
Stop.
And we'll see what we can do with them. Alrighty guys, next day after opening up the brakes for the SYX build, we'll explain that a little later, but that might be a bit of a chore. But today we're going to work on the other quad, the Sport Trax Apollo. We're going to start with getting the, getting some stuff tightened up. We're going to change the air filter. Trevor's decided he's not going to use this, so we're going to give it a shot on here. I know it's got a crankcase vent hose going into the back of the air filter. I don't think it's going to make a huge deal, but I'm going to probably just kind of tuck it under the end here and zip tie it on so it's not completely exposed to the elements. But yeah, we got some oil treatment for this too, so that should definitely help keep the moisture out of it. Oh yeah, this one, she definitely needs some header wrap. We got a pretty good deal on it. They gave us actually a discount on it, so that was kind of cool. Thanks, O'Reilly's. But we're gonna get this thing wrapped up because it's so exposed right here, and your leg is like right next to it. My daughter already burned her boot on here. I don't know if you can see the remnants there. So yeah, we're gonna get this thing kind of buttoned up a little bit. All right, Trevor's gonna get it wrapped up for me. He's done this on his car before. He said this stuff is where you don't have to soak it in water. This isn't that kind of header wrap, I guess. Some titanium. Yeah. Got this from O'Reilly's, so it's probably more than, needed for this, but why not? It was convenient. So yeah, he's gonna get this thing wrapped up for us. We're gonna get this thing all squared away today, that quad. It needs some adjustments. Damn, that's going a lot easier than when I did that one originally. Right on.
You just want to overlap itself, so it's, you're not missing any part of it.
This is not obviously for performance reason at all. It's more for obviously temperature, because like I was saying, my daughter's boot got on there and like melted instantly. We probably have enough to get the other ones done too, for sure. Right on. All right, guys, we'll catch back up in a little bit when we get this thing all wrapped up and cut and tied down. All right, guys, we got the air filter on there. Looks pretty decent. Got the hose up on the top there. The air filter has been treated with some oil, K&N, so hope that works out well. I don't see why it wouldn't. The header wrap looks pretty decent. I mean, like I was saying, it's not necessarily for looks. It's more for keeping heat down because it's so exposed right in here. It's just, if your foot slips and it's right up against that, I think it'll help for sure. But I'm gonna go grab the key. Let's see how this thing sounds, because we were noticing the exhaust was all loose too back here. So, all right, I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, got the key. Might have to choke it. Turn it on. Neutral. It's on. Let's see. Choke it. Try that. The gas on or off. Gas is on. Pretty quiet. Cool. Cool. I mean, it's probably about the same. It's probably about where it should be. So, right on. I wish we had a temperature gun so we could check the temperature difference. It would have been nice.
That would be pretty cool.
It's got a nice response. Oh, it did. Wow, make me look like an idiot. Yeah, that's great. Alright guys, we're going to wrap this one up and then we're going to move on to Trevor's coolster and we're going to continue in the LD Moto Shop today to see what we can get done. Alrighty, we got the Apollo Sport Track all done. It's running pretty good. We raced it against this. This one was doing really good and it started bogging out, so yeah, and there was a bunch of cars, so yeah, don't race on the roads. But yeah, he's going to start doing it. We're going to get this one headed wrapped up too. Hey sissy.
Look.
Cool.
You like it?
Heck yeah, I like it. I love it. Alright, so yeah, we're going to get on to this and we'll catch up with you guys when we're, like, you know, about done with it. Oh yeah, he's going to do a royal purple oil change too. Why not, right? Was it a 1040 or 1030?
1030.
1030. Right on. He's got the coolster all squared up.
Still high compression.
Yeah. There he goes. Still adjusting the carburetor from the install, but it's getting there. It's clearing it up a lot.
Show my little tool.
Oh yeah. Floppy screwdriver to get to the bottom of the carburetor to adjust it. Right on. Hey, do what you got to do. How's the oil? Good?
Huh?
How's the oil? Yeah. Alrighty, so we got that one. We'll work on to the next one. We'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. He's about to crash that thing.
And there goes the bike.
Pulls wheelies pretty easy. Pulls wheelies pretty easy. Alrighty guys, been riding for a little while. Everything seems to be good. The head wrap is doing pretty well. Definitely keeping the heat down. The air filter seems to be working. Didn't change the performance at all, so that's good. I mean, at least it didn't make it worse. So. Yeah, so that's been working out pretty good. Trevor got his all done. He's been riding it. Thing rips wheeling pretty easy. And the oil change definitely probably, you know, is good because you rev this thing pretty high. This thing, it'll still start, but I just noticed that I believe we have a leak right here. So I think that could be part of the problem with this. Not a big deal, but I think we're gonna get that off there. We're gonna do, you know, probably a good cleanup on this thing, and I'm gonna have Trevor probably touch that up. And I did finally get a new shut-off valve. I didn't want to use the old one I had, but it's kind of like the one I had on there before. So yeah, we're gonna get that all squared away, and let's see what else we can get finished today in the LD Moto Performance shop. Alrighty, SYX news. Yeah, I told you, there's a hole here. Let's see if I can focus on it. It's a little tiny hole there, so I'm gonna get this off. But before I do that, I'm gonna actually mark the measurement for the other spring that I got. So we're gonna move this. Then we're gonna header wrap it. Hopefully that'll help, because with that other spring on there, it wasn't as strong as this one, so it kept twisting, and it had a bit of an exhaust leak here too. So I'm gonna try and hopefully we'll get that figured out. Yeah, so Trevor went to go get a package that was delivered for his bike, his new CDI and racing CDI and all that good stuff. So he's probably going to want to install that. But I'm going to get this off so he can tack that back up for me, see if we can get it wrapped, and we'll see where we can get with this thing. Trevor's got it all installed. Visually, I think it looks pretty cool, but I don't think he was going for visual. I think he's going for more performance. So hopefully this works out better with that carburetor now. Yeah, you got paper? Hang on to it.
Give me this thing over.
Okay, I'll see you in a minute.
You might know this already, but you want to see this little tip right here, how to get a flush cut with non-flush cut wires? Just stick one end halfway on there and chop that sucker off. No more nicking your fingers, guys.
Nice. Right on. Hey, it's the little things. Right on. So let's see if it runs better. Because it ran fine. It just depending on how fast you twisted that throttle. Same thing.
Still bogs.
Still bogs. But it's fired up. So it does work. It's rolling backwards. Right on. Well, it definitely works. We'll have to eventually see if it does a performance increase on it.
Oh, yeah.
Royal Purple oil change, new racing CDI and coil or ignition coil. Right on.
Oh, wait.
Hey, it
no,
works.
Still got the old spark plug in it.
Oh yeah.
Just
Time to put the NGK in there. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get back to the SYX and get that exhaust prepped up. We'll see how this spark plug does in his bike here in a few minutes, though. All right, guys. I just kind of did a generic pressure test, and there's a huge hole right in here. I've been kind of sanding on a little bit. Probably kind of hard to see, but it's in there. It's enough to make a big difference in this, and I think there's other little pinholes in here, so that's definitely going to affect the performance. It's definitely going to affect the performance, so I'm going to get this going a little bit more, and we got to move these brackets for the springs. Look at these guys.
Look at Daddy. Fun.
Alright guys, I'm gonna try it again. Got Trevor patched up the holes that we found in the exhaust. I got the new springs on. It's tight. It's never been that tight, so it's kind of moved a little bit. I already started it once. I keep starting back up, but I think there's a deeper issue in the carburetor. But let's see here. It just dies, so we're gonna put the SYX up for a bit. I'm gonna get the carburetor cleaned out. We're gonna get the carburetor cleaned out, and we're gonna get back to the SYX soon. But the carburetor is kind of nasty. It's my fault. Didn't have a shut-off valve on it, but LD Moto. We'll see you guys next time.